Welcome to a video. Right now it is currently 3:15 in the morning. Sheesh. Anyways, it's September 12th, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope y'all will have a great day. Thank goodness it's Friday. TGIF. So we're gonna go through the updates per usual, and I guess I got a couple things to talk about, but I think I want to change this. So this is I call it the update per usual, but I think I'm gonna make a change, make it easier. But let's start what we have now. So yesterday I slept at 4:45. Terrible, man. I don't know. I realized, like, when I finished the 20-minute video, I have to clear out the whole setup so this table will be clear. So when the tooth has, the open house, there won't be anything here. So I have to pack all my stuff and then take it with me when I go to work, and it's a hassle. So that's why I'm trying to purchase the things to minimalize the things down, to make it easier to take things in and out. But anyways, that's still in working progress. Let's get back. And yeah, I got up at 9:05, still fragmented sleep, and I know it's gonna catch me again. Meditation, I put 5 minutes. TZ means Jijong. In Hmong, it means not that good, but it's still working progress. I mean, it's noticeably getting a little bit better each and every day, so I'm still working at it. The Hmong, I only studied 24 minutes. Man, I am just not in the mood to study the language, but the problem is it's one of my preceding commandments from the Father of Heaven, and if I want to make it, meaning if I want to be the tree planted by the river, I gotta complete the 3 preceding commands he gave me, and one of them is Hmong. So I really need to take it seriously. And so we got the day. Work, I did 8 trips. I made $74, which is really good. I was quite surprised. Of course, they were not pretty. It was long distance, but for those that are new, I guess I do food delivery. It's Uber Eats. It's a food delivery service, and yeah, the mileage I've been taking is quite high, because usually I will calculate the mileage and the amount and the time, but right now I am omitting the mileage part. I'm just taking the time and the amount. So I'm not being too picky because the orders are so slow. There's not a lot coming in because there are a lot of drivers and not a lot of people are ordering. So because they're out in the restaurants, it's not like the time where people will stay in the house. So it's a different time. And we're done with that. Now we're going to go to the finance report and update this amount. So here we go. Good thing I did spend some money today. I'll talk about that in a bit. And let's add in our amount for Thursday, which is pretty good. $74. Bam. So our total, my goodness. So we are at 192. Man, terrible, because for those that are new, our goal, we need at least $1,515, and our total amount is only $581. My goodness. Okay, so the money we spent today, I did spend $20 today. I wonder, should I put in the date too? No, I don't want to complicate things, or maybe I should. No, we'll just leave it out for now. So I did spend $20 today, and man, Okay. Oh, you know, each time I spend the, because I use the cards on these, and I needed to add to the card. You know, I need to figure that out. Because when we use the card, of course, the amount's going to go up, right? Man. Alright. For those that are new, I do want to mention that this is not accurate because I started this spreadsheet, I think, a little bit more than a couple of days ago. So the amount for September is not going to be right, but things are going to be right when we get to October, November, December, and going forward. And the miscellaneous, this is not added to the was it the essentials amount. This is just towards the, what do I call it, the miscellaneous amount. So this, whatever I put in the miscellaneous, it populates here, but it doesn't get added into here. So I need to figure that out. Maybe I should add in the bottom. Yeah, let's. Should we do that? Wow, that looks even worse. You know, let's take that out. We'll figure that out in a bit because, man, we're not making that much, and I don't want to get discouraged to the point where I forget the spreadsheet and hide and make things worse. So yeah, as you can see, everybody, we have a problem. The inflow, we only made $581 and we're spending $515. Man, so there's not a lot of room. I did create a new one for emergency. I'm not sure, because I think it'll be a good idea to put a little money on the side. So I'm still figuring that out, how to put this in here. Maybe I'll just put it in one by one or create a new folder, a new spreadsheet, and then make it populate in here. Still thinking about that. So yeah, that's the update, man. Terrible. So I still have not looked into my cards. I do know that the, oh wow, we're on the 12th. Whew, smack. I thought that was the 12th, but it's 21. Okay, anyways. Man. So that's the financial report. And let me bring back to the list. So on the bottom here, I put maybe spreadsheet update per usual. And what I am thinking is, you see how I have this? So instead of writing this down, maybe I should create a spreadsheet, and then every day I could track the sleeping habits. I'm just throwing out there. I think maybe that'll be a good idea. You know, yeah, I probably should do that. If I remember, where's my other phone? Write a note for me.
Alright, what do you want it to say?
Create a spreadsheet for the update per usual.
Saved your note.
Alright, so we will start on that tomorrow. And alright, we're done with this. Tia means done in Hmoob, so alright. UPS tracking update. The cover for my Stream Deck from Germany. Well, man, I have no idea what's going on because I checked the update yesterday and it shifted the date from Friday to Monday on the 15th, and then I checked again I think while I was at the end of the day, and it changed. Now it shows for Friday today, that's coming today. So I don't know. I looked up on Reddit to see if they have any info, and turns out they said that the UPS is inaccurate unless they choose, the seller choose a service, then it becomes accurate. But if they choose like a normal service, then it's not really accurate. It will just pretty much update on the go wherever it is. Whereas if they choose a specific service, then whatever date they put, they'll get into that date. So yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out, because that might mean I have to take off 2 days, because I'm taking off today. I'm not going to work today, so I could get the 1/4 mount from, this one's from Minnesota. It's for my Stream Deck. Woo, excuse me. And if I get it early, I'm going to go work afterwards. So my minimum time is 1 o'clock. It has to be here before 1, because if it gets to before 1, that means I will go to work. I'll get to the workplace at 2 o'clock, and I'll be out there for 4 or 5 hours of work, and then I'll head back, because it takes me an hour to get out there. And yeah, I mean, a little bit bummed that it's going to be on a Friday, because Fridays are usually pretty good. And if I really do have to take the day off on Friday, that means my rest day on Shabbat, I have to work to make up the money. So it is a compromise, but it's okay. We do what we gotta do. And yeah, anyways, what is the next one? How many more minutes? We're already 13 minutes in. Okay, so this one, tooth. You know, when I got her the card, man, I had a lot to think about before I even went to the CVS to get the birthday card. Because I don't know, I really don't want to get her the card because it's not genuine, but she's all about tradition. Fine, you know, this is her place. I mean, I'll get her the card, whatever. But it just gets to me that I can't be honest. I have to be dishonest, telling, oh, how grateful I am for her help, this and that, blah, blah. And mostly I have to look it up online because I don't really have any genuine thought for the tooth. Which is very interesting because when it comes to my other family members, it's easy to write because there's genuine love. There's genuine, you know, you've been there for me, I've been there for you. You know, we have a connection and we could talk freely, versus the tooth, nothing's like that. It's like forced. I have to figure out what to say, try to remember something good she has done. But when there's nothing, that's when I have to just look online and find something that seems meaningful. So it's really sad. That's why I wrote down things we do are the prize we get. So if we treat someone badly, you know, don't expect they're going to be happy. Like, oh, it's you, yay. No, it's not like that. So that's what I kind of learned from the tooth. Man, if you don't want to be alone, because she's complaining, I'm alone, no one wants to be around me, blah blah. They always be around me when I give them money or something. It's like, woman, you made them like that. You made them like that. You have no communication with them, even though you boast, oh, we should communicate, blah blah. But she doesn't do it. So when like a problem encounters, what does she do? She either goes to work or study, but she never faces the problem. She just steers clear from it. And when people do that, that thing builds up, and then slowly the communication just disappears because there's no ground. So what I've learned is not to be a busybody like her. If there's a problem, I think that's why my connection with family members and people I know in Vietnam are really close, because when there's a problem, I'll be direct, but not in like a harsh way, but in a soft way. It's like, hey, I noticed something wrong, and this something we could talk about, or make it better, so we could talk. And almost pretty much all the time, we'll talk about, you said this, it didn't seem right, was there something that I bothered you, or was there some sort of intention kind of thing, and like we could sort it out. I guess the thing is, we get the misunderstanding out of the way, no misunderstanding, versus the tooth, man, you can't tell her nothing, so it just kind of have to be like a psychic, have to kind of curious, like what is she thinking kind of thing, because if it's brought to her, she'll see it as offense, like, are you trying to get at me, or blah blah, something like that. It'll be something bad, something negative, even when it's something mutual. Like I remember, like her face was like fluffed up, and I was worried. I was genuinely worried. I was like, are you okay? Are you sick? I noticed your face is kind of fluffy. It's like poofing out. And she's like, no, I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. She gave me a really dirty look. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just worried. That's all. And then probably like 10, 15, 20 minutes later, she's screaming, yelling, You accuse me? You say I take Botox? I pump up my cheeks, my lips? Is that you accusing me? And then I'm thinking to my head, that's what she did. This is why I don't talk to her, because when I bring up, no matter the little stuff, like, oh, like outside, the dish is out, you want me to put it away, well, flip mode, something. This is why I steer clear of her. And that's why I wrote down, things we do are the prizes we get. That's why I think the Father of Heaven is telling me about emotional mastery. He's telling me to bond with others, communicate, have genuine emotional mastery, not just holding it in, which I thought that was emotional mastery, but it's not. So things we do are the prizes we get if we treat people with kindness. Even though they don't treat us back with kindness, we're planting seeds. Who knows, they may be changed later, or who knows, maybe they reflect it. You know what, that person was actually a good person. I just didn't see it because whatever it is. And just like the commenter I enjoy reading, he would mention all of us are at different stages of life. We're at different learning levels of life. And I would highly encourage those, if you can, take the positive path, even though we might be going through some terrible things. No matter what it is, if we can, it'll be a good idea to take it positively. That is all I have for this video. We're 19 minutes in. I guess we could talk about this last thing I wrote. I wrote down, buy Jiggler, maybe a thin USB cable for video support. What is a Jiggler? And wow, you're buying more stuff even when you're in debt, huh? I mean, the reason why I need the Jiggler, what it is it's a USB where we connect it to the computer, and it acts as a little, like our mouse. We'll just move it around slowly like that, so the screen does not lock, or our computer does not go to sleep mode. And why do I need that? Is because each time I leave the desk, my computer would either lock itself off or go to sleep, which is a good function. But since I'm at the house, no one's going to be entering the room to mess around with the computer or anything. So it's okay, I need the computer to stay on. Because if it does not stay on and it goes to sleep or locks itself, I lose all the connection to my wireless and my Bluetooth and anything that's connected to wireless or Bluetooth, and I have to reconnect everything together, and it's a hassle, and I do get annoyed with it. So the Jiggler, it shouldn't be that expensive. I think it's $10. And of course I need the thin cable, because I got like these, I can't pull out this one, but I could pull out this one right here. These are the ones I bought, and they're thick, and unfortunately when I use it for the camera or for the laptop, it strains the port because it's heavy and it's not flexible. It is stiff, so it's very hard and it's heavy. But the reason why I got these is because originally it was meant for a studio setup, not for a mobile traveling setup. Remember how I had everything set up on the desk? I also took a picture of the desk. Everything had like a studio mount. The lighting was much better than it is now. But the tooth said the house was being sold within a month, but it's been way more than that, month and a half, 2 months already. Still nothing. But anyways, yeah. Alright, we made it to the 20, well, we're past 20 minutes. So yeah, maybe I'll get the Jiggler and the USB support cable. And oh, I got something to talk about, but probably after this short little ending I'm gonna do. I want to say thank you to all those that watched the video all the way through. Thank you. If you are new and enjoy the content or just want to join along the journey, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful, and it's very encouraging to see your support. And what I want to talk about is the fatherless channel. Maybe I should start working on that. Just doing little things, because I'm thinking when I work out, maybe I should film myself doing just little things to encourage others, get them motivated. Because I want to say thank you to the commenter. I enjoy reading about doing the squats. I'm doing that every day, or I should say every night before I take a shower. I just, minimum is 20, but I do much more than that now. And wow, it does get the blood circulating a lot, which is great. Of course, I do my favorite, the hand grip, which I made a mess. I need to clean stuff up. Oh yeah, I did a ton of stuff today. That's why it's so late. Hope you don't mind if I stretch this out a little bit. So I did laundry. I thought yesterday was Friday, so I did the laundry today. I did the laundry, fold the clothes. That took a lot of time. I also made a lot of coffee. Remember how I mentioned on my previous video, I said I was going to shred a lot of paperwork that was from the car and also in the house. I also did that. That took a lot of time. And yeah, alright, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the video all the way through. Until the next, the Most High willing. Hallelujah and Sinji Dua, and have a great weekend, everyone. Until the next. Hallelujah.